Today we're taking a look at double adapting lenses on our Pronto autofocus adapter for Fujifilm X-mount cameras. Hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodiox.com. This is our new Leica M to Fujifilm X-mount Pronto autofocus adapter. And this adapter allows you to mount fully manual Leica M lenses on your Fujifilm X-mount camera and get full autofocus functionality. Let me show you quickly how it works. So you basically just take your Leica M mount lens, you line up the red dot on the lens with the red dot on the adapter. Then you mount the red dot on the adapter with the red dot on your Fujifilm X-mount camera. Then you just turn on the camera and the adapter comes to life. Now you can just set up a subject, point the camera at it, press down the shutter button, and the camera autofocuses the manual lens. Now this adapter might seem magic, but it's fairly simple. There's a motor drive in the adapter that communicates with the camera. So the camera sensor looks through the lens, looks for pixels to focus on, and then it just sends that information to the motor of the adapter, and then the adapter simply moves the lens back and forth to focus on the subject. Now we've had some confusion with this adapter because people say, well, don't you have to turn the focus barrel of a lens to focus on it? Moving it back and forth, what would that actually do? Well, in reality, when you turn a focus barrel on a lens, it actually is doing the same exact thing. As you can see here, as I turn this focus barrel, it is moving the lens back and forth. So basically the Pronto adapter is just taking over for that functionality in the lens, and it's just moving the lens back and forth at the adapter rather than at the focus ring in the lens. Okay, so this adapter is great for adding autofocus functionality to Leica M mount lenses, but what if you want to use different types of lenses with different mounts? Well, here at Fotodiox, we're actually offering kits to do just that, to double adapt different lenses. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's take this Nikkor 20mm lens. This is a Nikon F mount, and then we're gonna simply take our Nikon F and G adapter to Leica M adapter, and we're going to mount the lens onto that adapter, lock it into place. We're just going to mount this adapter to the Pronto adapter. There we go, so full autofocus functionality on a Nikon lens adapted to a Fuji camera by double adapting. And we can double adapt other lenses as well. Let's take this M42 55mm lens. We've got our Fotodiox M42 to Leica M adapter. So we're just going to screw the M42 lens to the adapter, and then just line up the mounting dots. There we go. Now we have an M42 lens adapted to the Fujifilm X-mount camera with the Pronto adapter, full autofocus functionality with a beautiful old M42 lens. And here are actually all of the lens mount types you can currently double adapt to the Pronto adapter. Okay, let's double adapt one more lens mount type. This is Minolta MD. So we're going to mount it on our Minolta MD to Leica M adapter. Again, line up the mounting dots. You've heard this, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Now the first two lenses we adapted were a 20mm and a 55mm, and they focused pretty easily on this adapter. Now this is a 135mm Minolta MD lens, and this brings up one of the issues using this adapter with longer lenses, and that is longer lenses tend to have a longer focus throw, which means you have to give them a little bit of help when adapting them to the Pronto adapter. So for instance, if you're shooting a landscape, you probably want to go to about infinity and leave it right there and let the Pronto do the work. And then if you're focusing really close up on like a flower or something fairly close to the lens, you want to actually pre-focus a little bit, kind of go down to the minimum focus distance on the longer lens, and then let the Pronto do the rest of the work for you. And that's basically just because these lenses have a much longer focal throw. They move a lot farther than the Pronto is able to go. So you just have to give them a little bit of help. But like I said, this is only true for longer lenses. The shorter millimeter lenses don't really need any pre-focusing. You can do a little bit of pre-focusing, and one of the cool things about that is by focusing as close as it'll go, then the Pronto will actually focus it closer. So by pre-focusing with a shorter millimeter lens, you can actually get closer macro focusing than you would otherwise be able to get. So that's a pretty cool function as well. The Fujifilm Pronto also has a manual focus mode and a macro focus mode. To engage the manual focus mode, set your aperture to f/29, press down the shutter button, and the Pronto adapter will lock to infinity focus so you can just do full manual focusing. To engage macro mode, set your aperture to f32, press down the shutter button, and the Pronto locks with the motor pushed all the way out, acting as a mini macro extension tube for your lens so you can just do macro focusing. To get back to autofocus mode, just set the aperture to f1, press down the shutter, and the adapter will go back to its normal functions. A couple quick notes. The Pronto adapter does not work well in video mode on Fuji cameras. You'll get a lot of hunting for focus, and it creates pretty much unusable footage, so we recommend just using it for photography. The Pronto adapter also has a weight limit. We don't recommend using lenses that are heavier than 1.3 pounds. If you use a heavier lens, you'll risk damaging the adapter. And because the motor comes down below most Fuji cameras, you may have to use a spacer when mounting the camera on a tripod. The Pronto also has a mini USB port, so you can update it when new firmware is available. Okay, that was a quick look at double adapting lenses on our new Pronto autofocus adapter for Fujifilm X-mount cameras. To learn more about this adapter and get one for yourself today, click the links in the description below. And we also have different kits listed below to adapt different lens mount types to the Pronto. So you don't have to go on our website and buy the Pronto adapter and buy the other adapters separately. We already have them listed in kits. Also, if you have any questions about this adapter, comment below. I'd love to help you out. And click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos just like this one. I'm Sean with Fotodiox.com, and thanks for watching.